This is the brand new LEGO Spider-Man Final Battle from No Way Home. With 9 minifigures and 900 pieces, this set was a joy to put together, starting with the base covered in Sandman and then quickly bringing the Statue of Liberty to life, albeit just the head. And finishing it off with some great scaffolding builds all around it. Green Goblin is our first figure of the set. His torso print is great and he's got two faces, one with his goggles and one with his evil smile. It's a good minifigure, let down a little by no leg printing, but when he's paired up with his pumpkin bombs and glider, he certainly looks the part. The glider uses a purple and grey colour scheme with silver tooth pieces at the side representing blades. Norman has plenty of space to stand, and below it there are 2 bars for attaching minifigures. Tom Holland's Spider-Man gets his integrated suit again, with webs to shoot and a face to switch out with his mask, although the CMF face would definitely work better I think. But alas, he's ready to take on Goblin as they hurtle through the sky together. Dr. Octopus also joins in on the fun. I love this minifigure, and while the coat is the wrong colour, the design is still accurate. The face is great and the back printing is perfect for him, even though it gets covered up by his extra arms, all able to move independently. The next Spider-Man we get is the Amazing Spider-Man. What a fantastic figure this is. The torso captures what we see in the movie brilliantly, and while there's no leg print, we do get dual moulded legs, which is a fair trade-off I think. Just like before, he also gets a Peter Parker face to switch with the mask, and it's easily the best in the set. A great representation of Andrew Garfield. Coming in from his universe, it's Electro. The torso has great detailing, including the arc reactor, and his face is also just as good. Ripping off his head allows us to plop on some extra pieces, powering him up with giant bolts of yellow lightning, letting no Spider-Man stand a chance of getting close to him, and making for a truly awesome sight. Finally, we have the GOAT. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is back in LEGO form after 18 years. Again, the face and torso come straight from the movie, with dual molded legs just like Andrew. His face isn't perfect, but I think it works better than Tom's. What a joy it is to be able to get all 3 of these without selling a kidney though. Doctor Strange is an obvious inclusion, although why he's in his Multiverse of Madness outfit I don't know. This is the suit he should actually have in this set. It was literally made in 2021 for No Way Home. Anyway, complaints aside, it's still a good figure to get, and it is my favourite Doctor Strange figure, so having another one doesn't bother me too much. His ancient relic containing the corrupted spell is included too, using a sand green Minecraft headpiece and unfortunately covered in stickers rather than being printed. I think it turned out okay though, and I'm glad it was at least included. We don't get Lizard, but we do get Ned, wearing the wrong jacket. Ah yeah. The face and hair work though, and you can plop the cloak of levitation on him to stop him falling to his death. Finally, we've got MJ. As part of Andrew's emotional climax in the movie, this is an obvious choice, and I like the figure. The torso is the wrong colour, but the style is pretty similar, so it's something. With 3 Spideys, 3 villains and 3 friends, the figure selection in this set is honestly pretty good. And those figures bring the set to life as the Spider-Man get to work trying to cure the villains before the multiverse can be ripped open. This thing is full of places for minifigures to be attached, with quite a few spots all over the build for these clear pieces to connect to, including 2 generators that can be clipped anywhere you like to pose figures in the air for big action scenes, with the Spider-Man facing off against the Sinister 3. Figures aside, the build on its own looks good from all angles. It's built on a circular black base with the copper Statue of Liberty head sat right in the middle. It's smaller than I expected it to be, but that's not a bad thing at all. It's nice and compact and is full of some cool details. Let's take a look. The head is built very similar to that from the LEGO Movie 2's Apocalypseburg, reusing building techniques for the sausage eyebrows and the crown, which is stickers this time around to add a bit of metallic detailing to it. Spinning it round to the back and the top of the head is closed up with a big panel piece. Popping that off reveals more of Sandman, who covers the inside of the crown as his hand takes form. You can take the hand and put it anywhere you like so he can try his best to get the relic from Spidey and get himself back home. The inside of the head is also a good place to hide the extra heads for all of the Spider-Men so you don't lose them and they can chill out with Sandman. The Doctor Strange portal style started in the Sanctum continues here, with one portal up on the scaffolding connecting to anywhere you like, and another hidden inside the statue connecting to said Sanctum. The sticker perfectly captures what the official set looks like, with a purple sky showing the multiverse tearing open just like in the movie. It's unfortunate that it sticks out of the side a little bit, so the portal is always visible, but its inclusion does make for a pretty fun reference. The scaffolding that surrounds the head holds accessories for figures to use with construction tools, a bucket, a camera and one of the villain cures held up in a big web. The build for the scaffolding is simple, but it works perfectly for what it's trying to convey, and figures can be clipped on all over it for some epic web-slinging action. You can easily take the head out if you wanted to as well. What's left behind works well enough on its own that you can use it to recreate scenes from other movies too, especially with the base covered in sand. And with the head on its own, we can get a better view of everything the build has to offer. If you wanted to, you could even build the rest of the statue and plop this head on top of it. On the whole, I think this is a solid set for Spider-Man fans. Yes, it has got some issues with some of the minifigures and a lack thereof. I'm looking at you, Lizard. And while its small size may disappoint some people, the build works. I like what LEGO have done to capture this scene from the movie. And when it's got the 3 Spideys swinging into action, it certainly makes for a great display piece.